Aubrey O'Day sounded off with her thoughts after Sean Diddy Combs was acquitted of sex trafficking charges in his highly publicized federal trial. "I'm still unpacking the magnitude of it all. The cultural weight of this decision is immeasurable," the former Danity Kane member wrote on her Instagram stories Wednesday. "It is heartbreaking to witness how many lives have been impacted by their experiences with Sean Combs, only for those stories to fall short in the eyes of a jury." Aubrey O'Day blasted the dangerous Sean Diddy Combs verdict after he was found not guilty of sex trafficking on Wednesday. Combs was found guilty on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution but acquitted on the charges of sex trafficking and racketeering. "I can only hope these jurors never have to watch someone they love endure what so many survivors have described," she added. O'Day, who was formerly signed to Combs' Bad Boy Records label, went on to share that her heart is with Cassie and applauded the Me and You singer's courage for testifying as the prosecution's star witness. "A woman who could have had a life and career free of fear and control. A woman who told her truth in a courtroom, only to have the world dissect her credibility instead of her courage," O'Day said. Ventura, who also shared her reaction to the jury's verdict on Wednesday, delivered disturbing testimony, detailing years of physical, emotional and verbal abuse she allegedly faced throughout her relationship with Combs. "Let's be clear, the courtroom operates by the law, but that does not mean it delivers justice. Nor is it the best place to develop the moral compass this world so urgently needs," O'Day continued. "It is heartbreaking to witness how many lives have been impacted by their experiences with Sean Combs, only for those stories to fall short in the eyes of a jury," the singer wrote on her Instagram stories. O'Day went on to share that her heart is with Combs' ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, who testified against Combs as a star witness for the prosecution. "The pattern of behavior Sean Combs has shown us over the decades is not a mystery. It's a warning. And now, that pattern risks being reframed, and has now been legitimized by the system." The former Making the Band contestant, 41, went on to blast the Bonnie and Clyde narrative surrounding Combs' relationship with Ventura, claiming their connection was full of control, coercion and abuse. "We have to stop rewriting history to excuse the behavior, and start normalizing accountability, no matter how powerful the person. That narrative is not just dishonest. It's dangerous," she added. O'Day concluded, "Women, nor men, nor any artist are the property of those with the most wealth, fame, and power. We are not disposable. 12 people on a jury will not be deciding that for us." During an appearance on Inside Edition, O'Day also said she felt jurors were ultimately swayed by Combs' defense attorney's argument that he and Ventura shared a great love story. "The narratives that were given in that closing are what the jury has decided were what they feel the truth is on sex trafficking and RICO enterprises. And that's a very, very dangerous narrative," said O'Day. In her appearance on Inside Edition Wednesday, the singer further shared her disappointment over the jury's decision, saying she felt they were ultimately swayed by Combs' defense attorney Mark Agnifillo's closing remarks, in which he likened the star's relationship with Ventura to a great love story. "The narratives that were given in that closing are what the jury has decided were what they feel the truth is on sex trafficking and RICO enterprises. And that's a very, very dangerous narrative." Page 6 reached out to Combs' reps for comment. After days of deliberating, the jury delivered a unanimous verdict on all 5 felony charges Combs was facing, which were 2 counts of sex trafficking, 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution and racketeering conspiracy. The rap mogul is facing a potential 20 years behind bars for the 2 counts of prostitution. Combs, 55, was found guilty on both counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. The maximum sentence for a transportation to engage in prostitution charge, which is the crime in which an individual knowingly transports another across state lines or international borders for the purpose of prostitution, is 10 years. Therefore, the rap mogul is facing a potential 20 years behind bars.